But in your case, though, what possessed you to get your after so many years of?
I always wanted one, but I felt they were a bit cheap, so I said, "Oh, better not do that," you know. And then when I was coming up to 50, I said, "Feck it, I want it. I want one done," you know. So then my daughter said, I'll pay for your 50th birthday." So I said, right, that really settles it. I am having it done. So then what am I going to have done? Well, I love spiders. I was going to be a butterfly or a spider. So I said, I'm going for the spider. So that's what I did. So I went down to Cork to have it done. Got it on my wrist because I wanted to be able to see it myself. It wasn't for anybody else or anything. It was just for me. So actually, every time I look at my spider, I just love it, you know.
Yeah, it's very.
And I have it 10 years now.
It's very cute. Yeah, it's very cute. It's very, it's very petite, you know.
Yeah, and I think he did a lovely job on it. And he didn't have the spider I wanted. I mean, he had rakes of how would you call it, copies of spiders. They weren't what I wanted. So from one spider there, he kind of fixed the legs and things, you know, and that's what we came up with. So it's a kind of a.
And
just for myself.
You were saying just for yourself, but you never had, like I asked you earlier on, your dad never had a tattoo?
No,
or
nobody, no.
No, you didn't have brothers or sisters that had tattoos, no? So you're the first person in the
first
family
person
to get...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
After all those years?
After all those years, yeah. Yeah, but I love it.
Yeah, it is, it's very, very cute.
And you see, where it is then, if I'm going to something where, that I need to cover it. Which I don't really need to cover, but just in case I felt I did I can wear my watch over it.
Yeah.
So it's
get away
handy
with
that
this,
way. Yeah.
Phil McCarthy's my other half's father, and he has 10 tattoos all the way down his arms. You know, I don't think I have them here with me, but they're none below the wrist. He said, because at least if he went out with the shirt on, he could get work or.
Yeah. I knew a girl who worked in the bank, and she had, I can't remember now, but it was on her wrist. But she always had to wear long sleeves then and keep it covered.
Yeah.
Because in the bank, she was in America, they wouldn't have them at all,
So you weren't apprehensive of getting the tattoo? You think that was something that you...
Oh no, once I had my mind made up. I mean, I wanted it for years.
Yeah.
And I had this thing in my mind that was kind of, it's a cheap kind of thing to do,
Yeah.
So then I said, well, feck it. I mean, I'm going to be 50 years of age soon. What have it? So I said, I'm going for it. So that's...
It was kind of you thought that ahead of your time that you were thinking, well, this is it's almost like a second wind.
Yeah, that's
you were saying earlier on that if you don't do things now, you'll never get them done.
Yeah, you won't get a chance again, when you come to 50, if there's something you need to do, you should just go and do it.
Yeah.
And
did that happen in other parts of your life as well? Were you saying you got to change your job?
It did, yeah, it did. It happened, what happened to me was, I stayed, when I got married, I ended up paying so much tax that, this is way back 38 years ago, that I decided, look, there's no point, so I stayed at home, got a few dogs, and so then my daughter came along, and so I didn't go back to work for years, and then one thing and another happened. My mother was there and she got sick, and I had to look after her, and I seem to be spending all my life doing stuff for other people, and I do a lot of craft work, but I kind of thought, look, I need to do something else, and I always fancied myself working in an office, maybe. I didn't have any school, and I left school when I was 12. So I didn't have any secondary or any typing or anything like that. So I decided, after my mum dying and the old man next door, then I had to go look after him as well. So God forgive me, but when they were all dead, I decided, now this is my time. I'm going to break away and do what I want to do. So I went and did some FOSS courses on back to work and IT training and, low rates, stuff like that. So I ended up, I'm now able to do websites, and I maintain the website at work, and I built my own website for our ICA, which I'm a member of. So it's just a whole new life for me, you know.
And what do you work at now?
I'm working as the arts officer assistant in the County Museum in Clonmel. I'm doing that for the past 6 months. And it's only now I'm really getting into it, and I love it.
You enjoy the job?
I love it because, you see, I know all the craft things and arty things that are going on around, and I'm part of it now.
He was a creative.
So, so I have it both ways now.
That's great.
You know?
That's great. So I'm beginning to think that this is the sign of the next times for you, in the sense that you were looking ahead, like you say, you were 50.
Yeah.
That's a big, that's a big step to get a mark on your body and say, well, this is for real. And
yeah, that's right. Well, I didn't care what anyone thought after that.
I think that's great.
Will I pour your tea?
Yes, let's have tea, yeah. Brilliant.
So, oh God, that's very weak, isn't it? I won't say what it's like.